spoiler alert you guys know what happens, because I don't want to ruin it for anybody. Because there's a big story with Ellen and Joe, and I just don't want anybody to find out today what happens. Okay, question, tell me your name and where you're from.
Hi, Lisa from Germany. I asked you something yesterday already, but still. Yesterday you talked about Chad's movie and promoted it, and I went on Twitter and told him about it, so he replied and told me to say hi to you from him.
Chad.
Yeah, he's super nice.
Yes, he's a lovely, lovely guy.
But not my question. You have been on other TV shows, and you are on other TV shows which are fantasy or more science fiction, 4400 and B. Have you been on conventions for these shows, or have you ever had this phenomenon of conventions with any of your other TV or movie projects?
Okay, let me let the translator give me a second to let her ask the question. Have I been on any other conventions for other shows? Sci-fi do conventions a lot because for some reason sci-fi fans tend to show up at these conventions. Like if you had a convention for Grey's Anatomy, I don't think it would be the same thing. There are much more fans for sci-fi than there are for any other genre of television. For some reason, I don't know why that is. The Twilight series, you know, the vampire stuff, mostly it's sci-fi that do the conventions because sci-fi fans, how do I explain this? Sci-fi is a certain type of television where people get more involved in sci-fi. For some reason, sci-fi fans tend to get more involved in the characters. Like if you watch, like I say, Grey's Anatomy, people like Grey's Anatomy. They think this guy's hot, they think she's fun, they think whatever. But in sci-fi, the fans connect with the characters a lot more for some reason, and I don't know why that is. So have I done other sci-fi, have I done other conventions for other shows? No. At these conventions, I have other fans from the 4400. I've been to the convention in Spain. There was a person there that was a huge 4400 fan. It was a series that I did years ago. But mostly the conventions are based on supernatural. And then you see other people there that come and say, hey, I saw you on V. A lot of people, do you guys watch V?
Yeah.
You get V here, obviously. I guess you get it all over the world. So I see some people will come up to me, like in the street in Vancouver, I had somebody come up to me and they're sitting there smiling, and I'm thinking, do I know this person? And they came up to me and said, I'm a big fan of V, and I have seen you on the show. But other TV shows, I don't get recognized so much, and I don't know why. It's a very different kind of thing. So no, it's usually just supernatural conventions. I've done them for years now. I did a bunch of them in the United States, a bunch of conventions in Chicago and Florida, in England, the Asylum ones, the one in Australia, the one in Germany. But it usually is supernatural that we go to the conventions because there's so many more fans for sci-fi that come out to these conventions than any other show. So does that answer your question?
Yeah, and thank you for now being on Twitter. It's really nice.
That's right, Twitter.
Thank you.
I'm on Twitter. There were some girls here, and I was in Germany, and I wasn't on Twitter. I didn't even know what Twitter was. I'm like, I had some Facebook comments going, and I'm like, no, Twitter and Facebook are two very different things. And I'm like, how different can they be? They're very different. Do you guys Twitter?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on Twitter. I'm there. Samantha Ferris. A lot of people don't think it's me because they don't have the little verified thing on it. They're like, you're not Samantha Ferris. And that's weird because I'm like, what do you mean I'm not Samantha Ferris? That's me. I promise you, it's me. It's me. And everybody goes, no, it's not. That's not you. You're false. But Twitter, I'm on Twitter now, and I figured it all out. And I follow. I said this yesterday. How am I doing for speed? Am I okay? I follow Paris Hilton. Because I think she's great. She's an idiot. She's not stupid, but she's an idiot. But she's so much fun to follow on Twitter because of the stupid things this girl does. She's in Egypt. Having said that, I don't mean to diss Paris Hilton. I'm sure she's a lovely girl. I don't know her. But her life is just ridiculous. She goes to Egypt, we partied in Egypt, she goes to Vegas, she parties in Vegas. It's all about her. And it's amazing that it can be so much about one person. I'm just like, wow, you are so shallow. but she's great entertainment. Who else do I follow a bunch of people. I follow, Chad? Who?
You follow Chad?
Ash, yeah, I follow Ash. Oh, he's the one that got me going, and he's like, Sam, you got a Twitter, because the fans like to know what you're doing. Now, I'm not going to go to the bathroom and say, hey guys, I just went to the bathroom, it was great. That's what Paris Hilton is. She's like, oh my God, I put some makeup on today, woo! I'm like, okay, Paris, knock off that makeup, so I don't want to know that. But Twitter's fun, because, I ask questions, I said, what kind of money did they spend? And I didn't know, I'm like, is it euros, is it pesos? Immediately, 40 answers. Pesos, 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 oh, euro, euro, euro. And you're like, okay, who's got the right answer? But Twitter's great, because we read the comments. You don't get to read all of them, because there's so many of them. But Twitter's great because I get to hear from you, and I answer questions when I can. Often you don't get a chance, or there's so many questions. But Twitter's a great little avenue to find out what other people are doing. Who else? I follow Hugh Hefner. We've got good entertainment on there. Who else do I follow? And it's fun to follow someone else's life, especially when it's totally ridiculous and very different than your own, because it's like fantasy. You get to see how these people live, and you don't live anything like that. And it's like, wow, this is what this person does all day. Interesting. I do a little more with my life than that, but thank you for the question, my dear. Should we go here? Hi.
Hi.
What is your name and where are you from?
I'm Ellen from Finland, and nice to see you again.
And thank you. Nice to see you again. Nice to see all of you guys again.
Okay, I would like to know if you had a chance to, switch roles between some supernatural characters. Who would like to be the most?
Okay.
If Ellen wasn't included in it.
Who would I switch characters with if I could? Does it
Yeah.
have to be a girl?
No.
Who could I be if I could be somebody for a day? Well, somebody that got to make out with Jared or Jensen, I'd take that for a second. If I could get naked with maybe Jared or Jensen for 2 minutes, I'd take one of those. Julie gets to make out with Jensen in the back of the car. Who else? What character would be fun? I'd like Mark Pellegrino, only because he's got such a great dastard character. And Misha, he's a weird angel. I think that would be fun to do. To play something that is not human, that's fun. Because you don't get to play that in real life, right? So to play something that is playing the devil would be amazing, because who gets to play the devil? So I think probably A, make out with one of the boys, or B, I get the probably Mark Pellegrino, I'd probably take him.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.